Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how much money I made in 2020 from my art, not any other income, just from my art, with really not a lot of effort, and what my plans are for 2021, which is today, January 1st. Happy New Year! If you'd like to know how you can make money as an artist and how you can set your goals for next year, then stay tuned. Coming up next. Okay, so let's talk about how much money I made in 2020 from my art with a little effort, let's say. I also have to tell you I have a full-time job, work 40 hours a week, and I have some very severe back pain problems all the time, so can't sit as long to my art at this time. Like the last few weeks is really bad and comes and goes. Where did I make my money most of from my art this year? So I got to peek down here. So for in January, a friend of mine, or an extended friend, she's not a friend, she opened up a coffee shop and asked me if I wanted to have her art in there. Actually, the way it came about is in November, I was at the Christmas market, yes, and she came by and she told me up before on Facebook, so I saw her, blah, 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 and she bought a couple of little pieces I made, and she's told me she's going to want me in her store or her shop. Anyway, so I got that set up, and the total of that is, drum roll please, it's about 300 Canadian dollars. I'm in Canada, by the way, so I don't know how much that is in American plus, not as much, but anyway. Then the second, I actually made on Etsy. On Etsy, I made $230, yeah, Canadian, I think. I'm not quite sure. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna go and look at it. The way they show you the numbers, I don't quite understand why one is in Canadian and one is in American. But anyway, I think one is the private sales I did through Etsy, through that app, the direct sale app, whatever you can have on your phone, and the other ones are just the $200 are US, are just from the website. So I don't know. So now I'm having a problem. $300 Canadian and $200 something dollars in American. So I have to figure out how to. I had that up at the end. Now the next one, the third one, is private sales. So that's commissions, or somebody saw something on Facebook or Instagram and they wanted it, so I sent them a PayPal link or whatever, direct sale. So from that I made $160. There was 2 pieces for a lady just before Christmas, and one other piece I sold, through Instagram. And that one actually, on the commission, was funny because I had a live auction and nobody bought something, but she commented on it and asked me for a piece, a custom piece, and I had it over and showed her, and then I made a couple custom pieces, like I customized a piece that already existed. So that's how that sale came about. So it was kind of through Facebook, so it definitely helps to put your stuff online, because you can't walk around with all your paintings all the time and show people, hey, this is what I have. Okay, so we have 160 Canadian dollars. Then the third one, which is kind of funny, is Redbubble, which I think you know what Redbubble is. If not, watch my previous videos. I'll link them below up there. Talks about what Redbubble is about and what I use it for. On Redbubble, which is a print-on-demand company, you can print your artwork on all kinds of products, from socks to big canvases or whatever, everything in between. So there I only made $10.06, and I think this Canadian, or is it American? I have to check. We'll go more in detail into it on the computer here. I sold 4 stickers and 1 face mask, and but again, I'm gonna go more into it. I just started actually putting more work into it the last 2 months. So then the one other sale, which was surprising, and they didn't send me an email, which kind of weird, was $1.80 on Society 6. Somebody bought, the heck did they buy? A print, I think. A small print. Yeah. Yeah. So that's I think that's the total of all of it. So we're gonna add this up, and I'm trying to figure out how American and Canadian, and then add it all up, and then we'll go on the computer and talk about a little more what I did to get any sales and what I'm going to do better this year. So let's do that. Okay, here we are at my Etsy shop. As you can see in the back end, on the top here, you see I sold $220 worth of things, and there were only 5 orders, and I had 671 views. So it's a conversion rate of 0.7%. And you can see it goes up and down and up and down. May was up, July was up, and then, October goes up, and then December goes up a little bit. Most of my traffic came from the Etsy app, and the Etsy search, and then SEO. Some of it came direct traffic, and social media, and Etsy ads was only 1. Huh. Wow, interesting. There you go, you see how that works. Obviously, I have a super micro shop, so there's not a lot of going on here because, like I said, I didn't put any effort in. So here you can see what the views are since this is the year. And you can change it in the last 7 days. These are the newest ones. So I got a few views on the new listings. Some of the older listings, but the new ones got most of them, I guess. I only have 41 items in my shop, so I'm not having a huge shop here. Like I said, it's a micro shop. And this is the next page. I just got like 111. Just go back up here, and so this was the last 7 days. As I recorded this, it changed a little bit since then, but nonetheless. So now we're in the Redbubble shop. See, $10.06 Canadian cents, unfortunately. And these are the 3 items I sold. And here's the traffic for the whole year. I only got 215 visitors. You see there's 29, yeah, Redbubble, social media, organic, and direct. And a couple others. So it's, you can see May was actually the best month. And even though I didn't sell anything, I did sell stuff in the beginning of December. Those are these $10 worth. So I'm going to change it to the 7 days. I see I got 1 view per day. Woohoo! So exciting. And yeah, not much happening here, as you can see. I did promote my artwork on Pinterest, and I do see they get views, but I don't know how much from those actually come to my shop. So if you'd like to, help promote my shop, please go check it out. I'll leave the link down below. So yeah, these are the 3 items I sold. Actually, there are 4. There's 2 each plus the face mask. Okay, so have my glasses and look more important. So what I found out is, so it's a little depressing if you look at the American dollar earnings, but anyway, I made in American dollars $551. Canadian, I made $857 and some whatever 50 cents something. I like the Canadian number better. That's where I live, so. So let's break down where I make my money and where I need to improve. How I make my money, I make my art. Well, so first of all, the offline sales, the roughly $300 at the cafe. So the things I sold was, first I sold some small little artworks. I made the year before 2019, I made, because I was really into fluid art, so I made coasters. So they sold, some of them sold. I made then in July I made the trays. I made meat trays and like cheese trays. I found some found wood I had and resined it and made a fluid painting with resin on there. And then I had two other trays. No, they weren't meat. Sorry, they were platters. Those were platters. The trays, food trays, whatever, drinks trays. Both of them actually I still had at home. They were like, I actually recycled them, painted them, and made a fluid art on top or inside of it. But anyway, they sold. So it shows like the cafe sales are mostly just functional work, functional art that's sold, not wall art. I had lots of wall art up, but nobody bought them. But they did sell. They did buy the functional art. I had little trinket boxes with fluid art on top. They sold. Yeah, so that shows that market there is more the older ladies who like their functional art for some reason. But that's okay. So I don't know how this year I'm gonna do there because I kind of want to get out of that functional art thing. I still have a couple of projects I started and did because it got colder. I like to do it, have the windows open and everything when I do resin, and the resin is a pain in the butt. I don't really enjoy doing it. So we'll see if I have to finish a couple more of those projects, but then I'm done. And then I'll use them for painting, and then we'll see if I just paint over it instead of resin over it. See if people buy that. So that's that. See how I can improve that, because I know there's another artist in there. He had more sort of abstract, but a lot of landscape abstracts, and they sold very well with trees, mostly trees and mountains and stuff, but mostly trees. People seem to like that. So yeah, so I have to look into that. I have to talk to her. I haven't talked to her in about a month, so we'll see when she's going to be open in the new year, and talk about what I'm going to move some stuff around, put some new stuff. The stuff that was in the other restaurant, I'm going to put in there, see how that works, and then take the other stuff home. Okay, so lots of functional art sold there. Okay, so we're back at my Redbubble shop. This time I'm going to show you more the designs and artwork I have on here for sale. I put up the masks because lots of people still need to buy masks because the pandemic isn't over, not in a long shot. You see there's a mixture of my own artwork and digital designs I use in Canva. I make in Canva, and also I use a app called Pages on my iPad while I draw some designs, like the one with the coffee cup and the donut and the bagel that's hand drawn on digital. But then I also use Canva, which I'm going to show you in a minute here. So this design, this Capricorn design was made in Canva using some of their elements. It's a lot of fun to do. I enjoy doing it. I like the horoscope signs because it's New Year and people like to know what's going on in there. And we'll go on this year in their horoscope, what the horoscope tells them. I'm trying to upload more designs, and at this time I only had 80, but now it's up to 85, and I'm trying to have 100 designs up soon. That will definitely help me in the ranking to have more designs up. I know it's a big mishmash, but till I get some more consistent sales, I'm gonna keep it this way and see what sells and what doesn't sell. If you like to learn more about the Redbubble and how I use it, I have a video up there how I upload it. Check it out. And there's a video on how I make the design. Also, I'm gonna put that also on the end screen so you can see that too. Check that out. But I will also make some other videos on it. Here we're on my Etsy shop. I got 50 total views. Woohoo! Got up a little bit since I looked at it last time. So here you go. There is my shop. I changed the banner a bit to reflect that I have more prints, also not just original art. Those prints with the frames are the new ones. They're also digital ones that I did create in the app, and I will make another video about how I made those. A really fun and easy way to do, and I put up some more mock-ups. Some of them, the older ones, I don't. There's a big mishmash, I guess, of stuff, but again, to see what sells, and I'm gonna put more digital prints up, way more. That's gonna be the main focus. And some of my bigger artwork, when you go on my website, you can see my main events are the Redbubble and Etsy. I am trying to eventually this year add a Shopify shop to my website, and maybe actually get rid of Etsy at some point next year. We'll see how that goes. Well, those are my plans for my shop anyway. So add more work. It's even though I have made a very little effort in this store, I did actually get more traffic. Here you can see the designs I was working on for Redbubble and Society 6. Because of my back, I couldn't sit long enough to do a lot of tedious artwork, so I used my iPad on my couch and lay down, and that way I did a lot of these designs the last couple of months. It was lots of fun. I enjoy the abstract kind of mid-century designs, but also, as you can see, other stuff too. Definitely abstract. All of these ones here at the end I will put in my shop for prints. And probably some of these ones coming up now are going to be stickers for the spring, just some fun in the Redbubble shop. So the plan is for 2021 is to put more of my originals, see behind here. Then I have all those prints I want to put up, so I'm going to just stock up my store with more stuff in it anyway. I know it's a little mishmash. I wish I had a print shop, and then I wish the other shop, the originals, but it's a lot of work to start a new shop, and yeah, this way there's some traffic a little bit, even if it's just tiny bit. I'm going to promote more on Facebook and Instagram, and mostly I think Pinterest is the best place because it's free. You can pay for it too, but I don't have any money. Obviously, you see, I only made $550 US dollars, which is pretty much covers the cost of apps I use, paints and canvases, I guess. So I kind of at least broke even, but I want to change that because I don't want to work in my job forever. I want to make art my full-time business. So okay, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Check out all those videos that I'm gonna link. See you in the next one, and let me know what your plans are for the new year. Okay, see you over there in those other videos.